Upsell apps and ways of offering upsells to customers are really popular with Shopify. There are so many different apps and options you can do for this, but a lot of them are extremely expensive. Are you a product-based business, maybe handmade or importing? I do both. I'm spending my own cash advertising on Facebook and Instagram to help grow my 2 Shopify stores from scratch that I started in 2020. So join me in this diary type podcast where I share real-time challenges and wins as things happen day to day in real time, because we often feel less alone in our e-commerce journey when sharing the challenges with someone else. If you're just starting out or growing your small online business, I think you'll find my experiences motivational as I share from my kitchen table in Adelaide, Australia. Brought to you by one of my e-commerce shops, theturtlejournal.com.au. Hi, welcome to Aussie E-commerce Mum. My name is Rachel. This is episode number 38, and I want to talk today about upsells, but without using a super expensive app or a super expensive widget or add-on to your Shopify website. Upsell apps and ways of offering upsells to customers are really popular with Shopify. There are so many different apps and options you can do for this, but a lot of them are extremely expensive. And I wanted to create for myself a way of doing a type of upsell for my customers without having to install and integrate a really expensive app that I pay for every month. And of course you can go ahead and do that. And maybe if I did do that, these results I'm going to share with you today would be even better. So I'm not saying I wouldn't ever consider doing it, but for now I'm really happy with the system I have set up that I've had going for maybe a year and a half, maybe nearly 2 years now. So almost the whole lifetime of one of my stores. And I want to let you know what I do and how easy this can be to set up. So you can get started, really straight away with getting some extra revenue that is a bit of a no-brainer, an upsell, and I'll let you know my results, and maybe that'll encourage you to consider something really simple like this too for yourself. So why consider adding an upsell for your customers? Why encourage them to purchase again when they have literally just purchased from you? Basically, the idea of this is that when someone has placed an order with you, I believe from all the things I have heard in e-commerce the last few years, and certainly my results would reflect that, is that people are far more likely to make a second purchase again with you, having just purchased. They've already made the decision, emotionally and mentally to shop with you and to part with their money. So they've validated that for themselves. They've thought, do I want to buy from this person? Do I trust them? Do I like the stuff? Do I need it? Do I want it? Is it going to add to my life? Does it look legit? What's the social media like? Is it a scam? So they've answered all of those questions for themselves. Often they're subconscious questions, not ones they actually sit down and consider seriously. So to then go ahead and ask for a second purchase or to present something a second time to this customer, you've got a really high chance of them saying, sure, sounds great. Particularly if the offer or the purchase or the product is something special that you can't just get anywhere, or it's a special time frame. It needs to be something a little different than maybe everything else in your store, everything else you sell, or offered in a different way that makes it, there's a bit of FOMO about it perhaps. And then because they've already trusted you to make a purchase with you, they're far more likely to go ahead and just make this second purchase again. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I do and why I think it works so well for me so far. The other thing I think is great to consider about why to do this is because I do it inside Klaviyo. It's an email automation. It's an automated email flow. This means I set this up once and I rejigged it about 30 days ago because I changed something about the product. So that's the first time I've touched it in about a year and a half, was just about 30 days ago. So I haven't had to do anything else except set this up the once inside Klaviyo and then let it sit there as an automated flow. So it's a really no-brainer for you to give this sort of thing a try, because if you're not already offering some sort of upsell inside Shopify, or if you don't already have an app, or even if you do and you're wondering whether the money's worth it, or you're just cringing at how much this app costs you per month on top of your Shopify subscription, then I suggest trying something like an email flow. Sure, this conversion rate and the revenue I'll share with you probably could be higher if I did this directly inside Shopify as an app, because it would present the offer to the customer as soon as they have placed the order. So it would pop up probably as a little pop-up window as soon as they've placed their order when the order confirmation screen appears. So maybe my stats would be even better, but then I would be paying for that too. And I'm just not prepared to at this stage because I'm really happy with how my Klaviyo flow is already performing. This also builds really great rapport with your customers, I think, by offering something like this, an upsell, or a special offer to purchase again, because what you're doing is offering them something exclusive or something special as a bit of a thank you for purchasing. And it just, like I said, they've already made the decision to trust you to begin with to shop. So I think by offering something special to them again after they have just purchased increases that with you, increases their, how much they like you, or how much they trust you, or how much they think your brand is great, because it's something special that you can't just find on the website, or not everybody can just get if they want it. So what do I actually offer? Okay, so what I have, I call it an add-on bundle. So I have a special little bundle of craft papers and stickers that are in a vintage theme, because that's what my website is journaling, scrapbooking, paper craft supplies, all in a vintage sort of style. I offer that as a little add-on bundle. That's what I've called it. And it comes with free shipping. So that is like the special part about my little upsell, is that it's an add-on bundle, which means it's really generic and it sort of suits the whole aesthetic of my website and the theme and the type of products I sell. It's generic enough it could suit any customer. It's not really specific. Does that make sense? It matches, all the products on my website. It's a very generic little product, and it comes with free shipping. It comes with free shipping because my customer has just placed an order. So the customer that gets this email has just placed an order 5 minutes earlier, and they get this email offering them to add on this special exclusive product. And this special exclusive product has no shipping attached to it because they've just placed an order. So my email sort of says, hey, thanks, this little product will come with free shipping because I'm just going to put it in with your existing order. So in that sense, if my customer who gets this email decides they quite like this little product, it really is an easy decision for them, because they don't place, they are technically placing a second order, but there's no shipping attached to it because this product inside Shopify is exempt from shipping. It's the only product I have in there that is in its own little category that has no shipping attached to it. So it is free shipping on just this one product. Do you know what I find as well? What I found really interesting with this little add-on special free shipping product, a lot of customers in a year and a half have taken up this offer, but then also bought other products because they've got, they've come through my website, they've placed an order, they get this email that says, hey, thanks heaps for placing an order. Here's a special little bonus exclusively for you can get with free shipping. And they think, oh, great, that sounds great. And then they're back in my website to purchase it. And then they think, oh, I will get those stickers after all. I will get that paper kit after all. Oh, maybe I do want those cute little brads after all. And they chuck a couple of other things into their cart. So it is not uncommon for me to get an order come through with this special little add-on bundle that I offer that also then has other products in the same order. Now that then attracts shipping, but I could probably change that. I don't know how to change that in Shopify. I'm sure there's a way that I can cobble it together that when an order contains this product, the whole order has free shipping. I just haven't looked that far into it, but a couple of times customers have sent me a DM or an email and have mentioned, hey, I really want to get the add-on bundle, but I just noticed it's charging me shipping. And then I can say, hey, you're probably adding extra stuff to your cart, just, add this coupon code as well, and it will make the whole lot free for you, because they know I'm going to put it together with their existing order. So I'm sure there's ways I could speed this up and make it reduce the friction for my customers in this process, so they don't have to reach out to me to say, hey, it's putting shipping on here, I don't know why. But at this stage, I haven't got around to finessing it quite that much. So it's a little add-on bundle. That's what I'm offering with free shipping. In addition to free shipping, it's only available for 24 hours. So I'm really trying to drive home here the exclusivity of this one product. You can't get it anywhere else on my website. It comes with free shipping and it's only available for 24 hours after having placed their order. Technically, it is available longer than 24 hours. A customer could open the email and go back through the same email and still purchase it. But that has happened on the very odd occasion, and there's only been a couple of times where a customer has purchased it outside of, say, 2 days, where I've already got their order packed and off to the post office. And then I have to decide for myself, do I just want to send it to them anyway and paid the shipping myself, and I have done that before because it has honestly only happened like 3 times. So it is very, very rare. Most people will see the email, and if they've seen it 3 days later, will just ignore it because they see that it says 24 hours and will assume that it's simply unavailable to them. But customers who have gone through and then purchased it days after their first order that I've already got in the mail, like I said, it has happened so infrequently, like 3 times in a year and a half, I've just gone ahead and posted it to them anyway because I wanted to. But there are ways you could probably lock it down further to just be available for 24 hours. So this can go as deep as you want. Like, there are so many complexities to this sort of idea and upsell that you could do. But I think it's just worth starting it. Like I said, there are lots of ways I could probably finesse this and make it work a little more smoothly or even more revenue for myself. And I'm sure I will. But at least start something. Like, I have at least set this up and I'm really happy with the results. And then down the track over time, I can find other ways to make this work even better for me and probably increase the revenue even further. But to start out, at the very least, this is so simple. You could honestly just start doing something like this with a Klaviyo automated flow. That is honestly as far as I've got so far. I have a special product in Shopify that's not in any collection. It's a standalone collection. You can't just find it inside the collections. You can search for it. So if a customer was to search the name of the product, it would show up, which is fine because they probably have got the email. They know what the product is called, but it doesn't show up in my, all products collection. It doesn't show up there. It is its own collection. So it's only accessible through the link in the email they get in Klaviyo. I recently changed this product to, like I said, about a month ago. I recently changed the product, which is the last time I went in to check this Klaviyo flow and updated some of the copy in the email and updated the product and the picture as well. And you know what? It's performing even better. So the last 30 days of the stats I want to share with you, it's performing even better than it has been for the last year and a half just by changing the product. So it's worth testing and trying and starting out something and then maybe try a different product or a different copy or a different, offer down the track if you wanted to go back and change it up and see how your results change over time. The recent product I changed it to as well, I'm so happy I did because it's less labor intensive. Beforehand, I was offering a handmade bundle. So a little add-on bundle of vintage supplies that I put together myself, which meant I had to put them together myself, which was really labor intensive. So the amount of these that I sell, it was taking a lot of time. And now I have changed it to a little pre-packed bundle that I literally purchased already put together. So I just have to package it up all fancy like, and then that's it. It's ready to add to the customer's order. So now it honestly takes me a matter of, 1 minute, like 60 seconds maybe to put this little add-on bundle together and add it to the customer's order. Whereas beforehand, it was probably a good 5 minutes of work for each of these to get it all ready to ship. Here's some examples of things you might want to think about too, depending on the industry you're in. There are so many ideas of what you could offer as a little add-on bundle or a bonus or an exclusive bonus, a thank you bonus, all sorts of different names you could give this product. Maybe you're a fashion brand, you could offer something like an accessory, maybe a scarf, a hat, some earrings or some socks. And like I said, it should be generic. So I would not offer anything that was size specific or anything that was really, really style specific. It would have to be pretty generic. Like I said, you want to keep it as attractive to as many of your customers as possible. So you don't want it to be, if you are a fashion brand and you have lots of different styles or colors in your store, you don't want this to be the loudest colored scarf you've ever seen with neon or something, when lots of the other products in your store are a much more muted, browns or creams or ivory colors, because then a customer who shops for those sorts of products may be really turned off by this little scarf and they're not interested at all. So can you think of something that would be a little more accessible to all your customers, or something that's a bit more generic? It just has to be an easy thing. It doesn't have to be a crazy, special, spectacular, never seen before type product. It actually needs to be an impulse buy. This works really well because it's an impulse buy. It's a no-brainer. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I could do with that. Oh yeah, that's great. I'll have that type product. Something you see at the end of a supermarket aisle, like the things that you can grab without thinking too hard about it. The decision needs to be easy. Or maybe perhaps you're a pet brand. Maybe you could offer something like a generic toy or a pet blanket, or something for grooming, a generic, I don't know, something, a tool or some sort of cream or shampoo or something that you could offer to do with grooming your pet. Maybe you're a kids brand. Could you offer a generic bath toy? Or maybe something for their school bag or their lunchbox or some sort of craft supply. Something, like I said, that is easy, it's a no-brainer, an impulse purchase. Whatever product you choose, you don't need to have to think about it too hard. It needs to make sense for most of your customers. Something you can't get anywhere else on your website. So I said that this is not available to purchase anywhere else on my website for customers to go and find in a collection. They only can find it if they actually search the product name, but they would have seen my email anyway if they wanted to purchase it and go looking for it to buy, if they placed an order last night or something. So something that's not available anywhere else, so there's some exclusivity about it. And like I said, some sort of scarcity, whether you have maybe, you could have a scarcity element like only 10 available every month, be the first 10 customers to get this month before they sell out. Mine is a time sensitivity thing because I don't want a customer purchasing this a week after they've shopped because I've already sent their order to them. It needs to be just you've got 24 hours to buy this, which gives me heaps of time because then if it was 48 hours, I probably still have got their order here ready to pack and send. So 24 hours made sense for me. If they grab it in the first 24 hours, I can add it in with their existing order. And like I said, there's only been a few customers in 2 years that have purchased outside that time frame anyway. Well, so far outside the time frame, I'd already sent their order and I just sent it to them anyway because it was, it's only happened such a few amount of times. Here's a few things that I would suggest you should not offer as some sort of upsell to your customers once they've placed an order. I don't think an upsell works when it's a voucher. It's not tangible. It doesn't feel like there's anything in it for them. They've already shopped with you. To offer a voucher actually feels like you're just asking for more money. It feels like you're just marketing to them to get another sale. A voucher doesn't feel like there's anything special or exclusive. I don't think a voucher would work as an upsell at all. I also think it can't be anything too expensive. Like I said, it needs to be an impulse purchase. I haven't tested anything expensive though, so this is just my experience on what I have done so far. So I don't know if a $30 product would work equally as well as an upsell. I haven't tried that before. Commonsensically probably works the best. Like I said, I haven't tried otherwise though. I think it needs to be an impulse purchase. Like I said, something I don't have to think too hard about, in which case my product is under $10. So mine is $9.90. And it's a no-brainer because my shipping is $9.80. So they've already placed an order and paid shipping. They get this email that says, hey, thank you so much for shopping. Here's an exclusive bonus you can grab for free shipping. If you get it now in 24 hours, I can add it in with your existing order. So basically the $10 product comes with the free shipping and the shipping would have cost them almost $10. It almost feels like half price. For them to place a second order almost feels like half price because this product is only $10, which they're getting for free shipping because it's being added to their existing order. And if they placed an order previously that was a higher value order over my free shipping threshold, so let's say they placed an order for $90, they've not paid shipping anyway. And now they've also got this little bonus that they could grab for $10 in 24 hours. That's generic, that's cute, it should suit all of the things they've already purchased and suits perfectly my customer and the things they love and the reason they've come to shop with me. And they get it for $10, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's also not too expensive for me to offer. My margin on this is about 65 to 70%, so it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that margin. So it's not an expensive product for me to offer. The last thing is it's not bulky to post it. So don't offer something that costs you a lot to post that's huge or heavy, or bulky, that has the capacity to tip your customer's order over into another posting, bracket. It cost you, instead of, $9 at the post office with Australia Post or $9.80 or whatever it costs now to post a parcel, it's going to cost you like $13, which is like the next bracket up or something crazy. That's not going to work at all. So it needs to be something that's not bulky to post. It needs to be not expensive for you to source. It needs to not take you too much time to put it together, particularly if you're handmade like me. It needs to be not too expensive for the customer. It needs to be more of an impulse purchase. And it needs to not be a voucher for the customer. So this is great. I'm so happy I started doing this a couple of years ago. Like I said, I don't use an app for it, so I use Klaviyo, and I'm already paying for my Klaviyo subscription. So it's just a customer flow inside Klaviyo. I set it up once and then it just delivers automatically after somebody places an order. I know there's other ways of doing this with in-cart upsells and then post-purchase upsells with different types of apps, but they are some of the most expensive apps that Shopify has. And I think that's because it's a testament to how popular upsells are and how successful they are at increasing a customer's average order value. So some of those apps that are very expensive usually perform incredibly well in the sense that lots of customers use them. Like they can increase your average order value really easily and quite significantly, which is why those apps cost so much money. But I would rather do it at this stage without an app. I've started doing it without an app, so I'm probably going to keep going in that direction for now. So how much money have I made from this upsell in the last 30 days? So I looked at the last 30 days because, like I said, about 30 days ago, or a bit less, and I did change the product I was offering, and the results have improved since then. In 30 days, inside Klaviyo, inside Analytics, I can see, I'll give you the percentages. I can see that 74.6% open rate on this email. The email heading or the email subject line has got a little emoji and it says, "Thank you, exclusive vintage bonus." So it speaks to my customer. It says vintage. It speaks to my customer as in thank you and exclusive and bonus. I tried to just put some words in there. It's not a long subject heading, but it's a real salesy subject heading. This is an email I really want them to open. So thank you, exclusive vintage bonus. So my open rate on this email in the last 30 days has been 74.6%, which I didn't go check, but just from when I've looked through my Klaviyo data recently, I'm sure that must be about my best performing email ever as far as an open rate goes. The click rate on this email is 64.4%, which I'm really, really pleased with that. And the placed order rate, get this, the placed order rate on this email, 32.2%. So 32.2% is my placed order percentage from this one email in the last 30 days. That blows my mind. That is so worthwhile. If that's a reason for you to set up a Klaviyo flow today, it will take you, all the work involved may take you an hour. If you haven't got an upsell product and you want to think about that and decide and create the product in Shopify, and also in Shopify, the description is so minor. It's a very small description because it's just an add-on bonus. It's a very small description with one photo. So you don't need to go crazy into detail about this product to sell it. The selling part of this product is the email they're getting with the free shipping and the time sensitive 24 hours. And of course you don't have to offer free shipping, but that's just what I've done that's worked. So I'm really happy with those statistics, and I'm sure that you can achieve something very similar for very little effort. The revenue I've had from this one email in the 30 days has been over $250 that has come on automated through Klaviyo just from this special email flow to people once they've placed an order, encouraging them to purchase again straight away, which I call an upsell. Like I said, it's not a true upsell, it's not in card, it's not in Shopify, but I don't pay for any of that. I just set this up myself in Klaviyo, which I already pay for anyway. I'm just trying to leverage the most out of the Klaviyo subscription I already pay for. And I'm really pleased with those results. I don't think I'm unhappy with that at all. And when I looked at my products dashboard in Shopify, my analytics for the last 30 days, this is my most second popular product. So in the last 30 days, I have sold, this is my second top selling product completely, which makes sense. Based on the placed order rate in Klaviyo of 32.2%, Shopify also tells me this is my second most popular product in the last 30 days. In fact, when I look at the analytics compared to last year, so the last 30 days in 2023, compared to 2022, it has increased by 2,300%. This one product I have sold more of, in the last 30 days when compared to this time last year, 2,300% increase, which is insane. And that reflects the increase in orders I've had for, February, March this year compared to last year. And I think also the last 30 days, because I've changed the product up to try something new, which has gone really well. So I'm really happy with that. So like I said, it's just a flow. I don't have much more to tell you other than that. I was going to give you a whole breakdown of how to set this up inside Klaviyo. But all I have done is I've created a flow. I've called it new customer thank you email. The subject line, like I said, has a little emoji, and then it says thank you exclusive vintage bonus. And the trigger on this email is just when someone placed an order. That's the only trigger I have. And then this automated email delivers 5 minutes after they have placed an order. Let me open the email. I should probably tell you maybe what it says. So this email they get after 5 minutes. Oh, I haven't even got a photo on the email. I forgot. This is a text only email. That would account for my high click rate too. So my open rate is 74.6% and my click rate is 64.4%. And that's probably because it's a text only email. There's not a photo attached. You have to go to the website to see the actual product. So the email says, thank you. I'm the owner of the Turtle Journal. I want to say thank you for your purchase from me. As a thank you, I have a special customer product available just for customers who've made a purchase, and it's called a vintage style add-on bundle. Plus this comes with free shipping if you purchase in the next 24 hours. So we can add it to your existing order. Check it out here. And then I've got, this is a secret, this link. You can't find this product on the website without this link below. And remember, it's free shipping, so don't worry if the free shipping promotion doesn't show when you add the product to your cart. Start heading through the checkout and you'll soon see that free shipping is applied before you add your payment details. And I put that in there because some people get a bit stuck when they add something to the cart and then they get to the next screen and it still says shipping or, click here to calculate shipping, and some people get a bit stuck. So I'm like, just, keep going through the checkout. Before you add your payment details, you will see that free shipping has been applied. And then I have a button. So I have a hyperlink in this email that says check it out here. I also then have a button that says shop the bundle here, but no photo, just text only. And then they see the product when they go to the website and click the link. That's sort of it. That's what I've sort of done and set up. I've been really happy with how it's performed. I'm really happy with those results. And I thought I'd share that because I wondered whether you do anything like this as well. Or if you haven't done it before, maybe you hadn't because you were worried about the cost of paying for an app in Shopify, or wasn't quite sure what product you could add or how to offer this. So this is just a bit of a DIY solution of how you could do this without paying for an extra app, just using the tools you possibly already have and then utilizing those better and making the most of those, as well as being able to offer your customers something really exclusive and cool and special to say thank you to them, that also helps increase your sales and your revenue. And for me, it's been my second top product in the last 30 days. So it's so worth doing and setting up and taking the time to consider. If you haven't already done so, I strongly suggest it. So thanks for hanging out time together. Head to my website and send me an email. I would really love to hear from you. And you can check out my other podcast episodes here on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts. You can find me at aussieecommercemum.com.au. And as always, this episode's a perfect illustration of try things, experiment, learn, check some data and make some, calculations from your data and move forward and keep learning. I'll see you next time.